back to GDK. It's time for Fitness Friday. Certified yoga instructor Lindsay Johnson's back in studio with us this morning. What do you have for us today, Lindsay? Welcome back.
Thank you. We're going to start out in child's pose. So spread your knees about as wide as your mat, and then just starting to melt in between. We're going to do like a little bit of a warm up this morning. So child's pose is a great way to just warm up, take a rest if needed. Just stretching the arms and up towards the front of the mat, releasing the forehead towards the mat. And this is good just to start warming up a practice. Yeah. You'll typically find that I incorporate this whenever we're starting a yoga class.
Yeah, well, it is really relaxing feeling. Now, what does it stretch specifically?
Your back, and it also stretches your legs, your shoulders, and just like releases tension in your low back too.
Awesome,
yeah.
Awesome.
And then we'll push up to a tabletop pose, and this, you're just gonna stack your hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrist. You just keep like a neutral spine here too. You're gazing like right above your mat.
Awesome.
This is going to just kind of align everything as well. And then what I like to do is I start out with some cat-cows, and this is gonna just warm up your spine. So you drop your belly and you'll gaze up towards the ceiling, and then you'll kind of arch your back too. And then whenever you exhale, you'll round out your back, gazing towards your legs. And then you just move through this a few times, just kind of at your own pace and matching it up with your breath. This just kind of resets your spine, warms it up for practice.
And what are some things to think about when you're switching between these two moves?
Making sure that your core is engaged the entire time, so making sure you're not dropping your belly down towards the mat.
Gotcha.
And also just making sure that you're connecting your breath with each movement too.
Gotcha, awesome.
Yeah, so this is what I'll start out pretty much every yoga practice in. I'll either do like a child's pose and then up to tabletop, just to really warm up your spine, make sure that it's nice and loose before you start stretching.
Awesome.
And then what I'll usually do is I'll tuck my toes and then shift the hips up to a down dog. This is gonna be pretty much in every yoga practice that you do. Down dog is good for just warming up your body and stretching out your back. A lot of people think that like you have to have your heels down in this pose, and you really don't have to. You can work your way towards that, absolutely, but you wanna make sure that you're stretching out your hamstrings. So just lowering one heel at a time. I call it taking the dog for a little walk.
Yeah, you really can feel it in your hamstrings.
Yeah, crown of the head is like gonna be facing towards the mat. So to help out with that, just shake your head yes and no. Just release the head from its hold. Pressing into your palms and your knuckles here, spreading those fingers wide. And this is pretty much gonna be in every single yoga class, like I said. But that's pretty much how I'll start out a practice, just to get you warmed up,
awesome.
Get the blood moving.
Yeah, so if people wanna take a class with you, where can they go for that?
I'm actually teaching on Sunday at Wildfire, teaching at 11 a.m. for a slow flow. Good little way to start out your Sunday. And then I'm teaching at Wildfire again on Tuesday at 5:45. Then I also teach at Cycle U. We do kind of a round robin schedule kind of. So I'll teach every other Thursday and Sunday there.
Fantastic. And then again, if viewers want to find you on socials, where can they do that?
They can find me at Lindsay Morgan 7 on Instagram. And then I also have all of my Cycle U and Wildfire plugged on there as well.
Awesome. Well, you've taken us through a really relaxing 3 little moves here. Thank you so much for being with us, Lindsay.
Thank you so much.